But like old times, their defense made Kurt Warner and the best show on turf look like the Smurfs. Don Brennan shows what track this freight train came in on.
They ought to just play the last 5 minutes of this game because it's always coming down to the end, and that's what makes this rivalry so great. It's good football.
That's right, a conference championship and 3 straight years of Monday Night Football. The Bucks and Rams always go down to the wire.
When they have, different things in, we just went with what we had and make something happen.
As in past years, the Bucks defense was the staple. They sacked the greatest show on turf 5 times and intercepted Kurt Warner 4 times.
I think it's showing that we scraping, kicking, punching, bleeding, sweating the whole yard to get there.
The defense was so good, even new Buccaneers running back Michael Pittman was in awe.
Oh, they played great, man, and defense, they win championships, and we got a great defense, and I'm glad I'm not playing against them.
It was right about here where Warren Sapp just laid out Kurt Warner on Derek Brooks's interception return that clinched the game. And Sapp says basically it's a microcosm for the season. Move out of the way because the big dogs are coming through.
He was in the way of the convoy, so.
Okay.
You get in the way of the convoy, you get the same thing, playboy. That's simple. You're standing on the track when the train comes through, you getting it. You got it.
As Sapp used to say, the Bucks defense is off the chain, baby. Don Brennan, ABC 7 Sports.
Thanks, Playboy. One other football note. Florida Everblades have lost 3 straight, but today was a chance to get away from the ice. And as Don Brennan tells us, get in touch with their feminine side.
No, you're not taking my shirt off. My shirt is staying on.
That is Tom Buckley posing for the Everblades calendar today. The older guys, they're pretty picky about how they're photographed.
Old man Tom Buckley always sets the record straight as to exactly how he's going to be photographed.
Who would want pictures of half-naked hockey players anyway?
It is geared towards, the women fans of Everblades.
And they are hockey players, after all, not models.
It's a little different. I didn't imagine myself doing that, especially playing pro hockey, but yeah, I feel like a piece of meat a little bit.
One of the biggest pressures about this calendar shoot is who gets the cover. Now, Jared here is not cover material, but one of the guys will be on the cover, and they say that's more pressure than they have before a game.
It's one thing to have go 5th in a shootout and need to score. It's another thing to be first on a calendar and have to sign it.
Really, it's all for the good of the fans, right, guys?
If we can make a few people happy and a few ladies smile, then why not? It's all in good fun.
Yeah, why not? Calendars go on sale at Tico Arena November 8th, so get in line. Behind me, of course. Why, you ask? Because I'm Don Brennan, ABC 7 Sports.
All righty then.
Florida was off today as far as college football is concerned, and the Everblades teed up just in a couple minutes down at Tico Arena against PD Pride again tonight.
That's right. We should have an update at 11.
Yes, we'll have highlights and an update.
All righty.
But Don, where do we go from here?
Well, Dave, where the city and the county go is they go to the Office of Economic Development to ask that 46 to 60 acres of land surrounding the proposed project at Martin Luther King Boulevard and Ortez Avenue can be used for commercial purposes. What they would do is buy or sell or lease that land to commercial enterprises and such as hotels and whatnot.
That's the goal, that we would find not buyers so much as people out there to help us come up with that solution through the Office of Economic Development, as well as some people that we know that's very familiar with the value of the property in this area.
What the gap then is, how can we close it? Who else can we figure out can be a participant in this on a long-term basis that can close that gap in some manner?
Dave, they have 6 business days to get $4 to $6 million out of this proposed project. That's it here in Tampa. I'm Don Brennan. Back to you.
For the Cleveland Indians, ABC 7's Don Brennan in Tampa right now to show us, or let us know rather, how that meeting went. How did it go, Don?
Thanks a lot, Sharon. Well, I'll tell you, all 5 of the pertinent parties involved in the negotiations were here in Tampa. It's the Boston Red Sox, the Cleveland Indians, the city of Fort Myers and Lee County, and the DLR Group, who is the architect for this whole project. And in the end, Sharon, not a lot of headway was made in the negotiations. The 5 parties met for nearly 4 hours at the architect's office here in Tampa. The only tangible result of this meeting was the scheduling of another meeting.
We've got to try over the next week. We know time is of the essence, and so we're trying with the next week to look at how we can take from this property and being able to address those needs and try to see how additional $4 to $6 million can be achieved.
Even with the absence of a deal today, all the parties felt good about today's discussion, and they are optimistic about this deal coming to fruition.
I think we've all figured out what we want. I think that the Red Sox are clear, we're clear, and the county and the city are clear as to what they can do.
The Red Sox are encouraged by what we discussed and reviewed today, and we're confident that an equitable solution can be reached.
There is still a $4 to $6 million gap that needs filling for this deal to get done, and that responsibility falls to Lee County and the city of Fort Myers.
You see the design you have to the east and to the north, about approximately 46 to 60 acres additional property that which we can now look at through the Office of Economic Development. So we're going to be talking with Janet Watermeyer and her staff of trying to see if that may be a way we can address the $4 to $6 million.
All right, the parties will get together again on Monday, January 20th. The drop-dead final date that they really can get a deal done is on or around February 1st. They need for 46 to 60 acres around MLK Boulevard and Ortez Avenue to be sold financially and commercially to get back to it. Len, in Tampa, I'm Don Brennan. Back to you.
Don, what can you tell us?
Thanks a lot, Sharon. Yes, just about an hour and a half ago, the City Council voted to move forward and to offer the Indians the deal that was in place, and that is the fact that a new person has come in to buy up some land to give the city and the county more money to make this deal with the Indians and the Red Sox. In order to bring the Cleveland Indians to Fort Myers, the city needed to find a sugar daddy. They found one to the tune of $4 million when the Bonita Bay Group stepped to the plate.
They're going to, they've agreed to purchase 85 acres for $4 million that can be used to build the facility for both the Boston Red Sox and the Cleveland Indians.
So next Wednesday, the Red Sox, Indians, City of Fort Myers, and Lee County will hope to close this deal. But what does it mean to the average person who doesn't really care about baseball?
One of the major things it does is that it puts city land on a tax roll, so it has a potential to reduce everybody's taxes.
That's property that's been owned by the city, depressed, it's been challenged, and we need to move forward, and this development will enhance the area.
The increase in revenues to local businesses and such will also be helped because the Red Sox will now stay in town for possibly 15 to 20 more years instead of leaving altogether.
Bonds extended longer than the lease, so the city was on the hook for some 10 years after the lease if we did not work out an arrangement for an extension.
Bonita Bay Group has offered, will buy 85 acres for $4 million, but there's 500 acres total, which the city and county hope will be developed in the future. At the City Hall, I'm Don Brennan for ABC 7 News.
Donnie, I'm told all sides are closer to a deal than ever before, but City of Palms Park is still an issue.
Yes, it is, Dave. The city and the county will sit down and talk about it after an agreement is made. One of the things is there's still over $100,000 outstanding in taxes, and obviously the city would like somebody to pay for that because they don't have the money to. But right now, the Red Sox actually are going to use the county for maintenance, and they're going to pay the county to maintain the City of Palms because they like the way it's done. So as far as that's concerned, that's out of the way. Obviously, the rent, $300,000 will be doubled when the Indians do come in, Dave. So right now, that's not the issue. They want to get this deal done. Then they'll worry about City of Palms Park.
Donnie, is there anything else still to be resolved before Wednesday's meeting?
Well, one of the things, Dave, that came out of this meeting is that even if they get the deal done next Wednesday, January 22nd, it may be too late for the Indians to play at City of Palms Park and maybe stay in Fort Myers. So there, I believe what the mayor is going to do and the city are going to talk to the city, to Charlotte County, and see if maybe they could play up there and be housed up there until they get everything set up for the Indians' new complex. And
Donnie,
that's it.
thanks a lot. The Red Sox like the sounds of this proposal so much, they're talking about extending their
proclamation that James did not violate any state amateur bylaws by accepting the vehicle from his mother. Hey, what's the world coming to if it's illegal for your mom to give you a Hummer on your birthday? That's what I want to know. You know? But all I can say is go Bucks. You know?
It's going to be some celebration up there tonight.
Oh, it's going to be great. Sharon will be there. We'll have more at 11.